Hey everyone, Tallara here, and welcome back to our Let's Play series of World of Warcraft. We've made it back down into Azj-Kahet after spending the last couple of episodes up on the surface on the Isle of Dorn. We have been helping train and rebuild the Order of the Skyriders, as well as helping with some of our other new allies. Speaking of allies, though, we did just get a call from an unexpected ally that we made all the way down here in the bowels of Azeroth. That's right, if you remember, the Nerubians, some of them are actually on our side. It took us crashing into Azj-Kahet to find out that not all of the Nerubians actually support Xal'atath, and one of them in particular, the Widow Arachni, is actively working to oppose her and the Queen of the Nerubians. So, we were met with a very familiar face. Lillian Voss is here. Even as an Alliance player, I'm aware of how badass Lillian Voss is. She has accompanied us down underground to speak with Widow Arachni and see what the next step of her plan is.
Follow your thread, morsel.
She says, "Thank you for making the trip back down to my humble lair. We've got grand plans in store for you. Certainly, certainly. I have eyes in every crevice of the city, save for one that has eluded me. The Transformatory is the grounds of Ansarek's most precocious minions and treasured pets. It is where the Ascension process was developed. I've only gotten my claws on it recently, thanks to dear Yekteki. Much of it remains uncomfortably shrouded. A more legs-on approach is in order. Place shadecasters to collect intel for my scouts, then meet Yekteki and your own spymaster Voss in a discreet corner of the district."
The Transformatory was a blind spot for me, until Yekteki breached it and achieved ascension. Mistress, you flatter me. Scout for troubling movement in the area, then rendezvous and prepare to infiltrate.
Sounds good to me. So we'll meet Yekteki and Voss there. In the meantime, Widow does have another quest for us. She says the Severed Threads is ready for you and your allies. You will be a lit torch to Ansarek's webs. The General, the Vizier, and myself, the Weaver, each have differing methods of combating our foes, and different benefits of aiding our accomplices. You may prefer to prioritize one, or perhaps to dabble with all three instead. Meet with our representatives and inform yourself on our varying practices. Then you may forge your first pact. Don't worry, little morsel, no choice is ever permanent. We've all agreed that my lair here is to be the center of Severed Threads operations. Okay, so I guess now we need to check in with the representatives of all of the different Nerubian leaders that have collected here. First up is Bobbin, Eye of the Weaver, cute little crab. The Weave Mother says you're good at cutting Queen's folk. We're gonna get along good. Tell me about making a pact with the Weaver. Oh, okay. So you can make pacts with the different members and learn different abilities. So if we make a pact with the Weaver, we can gain the ability Woven Cocoon or gain the ability City Rumors. Complete rumors throughout Azj-Kahet. Start rumors by locating brokers or purchasing maps from Yamas the provider. If I pick one, am I locked in forever? Oh no, I have both of those already unlocked. Okay, so we start with basic abilities with everyone. Then as we gain influence, we gain more abilities. I understand. So that's why she said we could choose to work with just one of them or sort of spread ourselves out equally. Well, I overflew our next area, which is with you.
Stand before me.
General Nubazal has told me about you. You and your unconventional jailbreak from Siegehold. I like you. Tell me more about making a pact with the General. Oh, okay, we've got these abilities now from the General. Pheromones and treasures, forgotten memorials. And then, is this the Vizier's Pact, or is this something different? Okay, no, it is the Vizier's Pact. Tulamun, you again. Executor Nizrik sees something in you. I do not, but I do not question the Master, so I suppose you win this round. Tell me about making a pact with the Vizier. And then he gives me Unstable Concoction and City Rumors. Interesting. He also gives us two other quests. City of Threads, Splice the Splicer. This is a dungeon quest. Ascension is no true evolution. It is defilement. It is doom, and Ansarek further etches that doom in stone with each passing day. If we bring down the Transformatory, then we can potentially rid Azj-Kahet of these abominations for good. Izo the Grand Splicer is Ansarek's chosen overseer of the Ascension process. Cut that wretch's head from her body, and perhaps these mutations will cease. We need to enter the City of Threads and defeat Izo the Grand Splicer. Alright, we'll add that to the to-do list. And we've also got another dungeon quest, Arakara, the City of Echoes, Harvest End. You've seen it yourself, haven't you? The Black Blood, as we call it. We will not stand idle any longer. Not will Ansarek mutilates, drills, and exsanguinates our precious land for the last fetid dribbles of the old god's death rattle. Seek out the old city beneath us, Arakara, the City of Echoes. You will receive a handsome bounty should you slay the crony in charge of the excavation. Her people call her Kikatal, the Harvester. Alright, I've said it once, I've said it a million times, our quest log is full to bursting. But we will certainly add those things to the quest log. Right now I kind of want to focus on the campaign quests, and then we'll obviously go through everything else that we've gotten. But for now, we'll check in with Lady Venatian, the Severed Threads Quartermaster. There's so many people landing on their mounts around her, it's hard to even see her. Fair greetings, Overcrawler. I understand that we're to be co-conspirators. Strange days for our peoples, no? When you need to forge a new pact or purchase select goods, come speak to me. So we need to choose a group to forge a pact with. I gotta be honest, I don't really feel influenced one way or the other. Seeing as how we have the most current reputation with the Weaver, then perhaps we will choose to aid the Weaver and enact her schemes.
Tread softly.
The Weaver's many eyes lurk throughout the city, learning as much as they can about Ansarek's machinations. Still, intelligence enough will not be sufficient to turn the tide against this Sareki forces. The Weaver requires someone willing to get their hands dirty. Lucky you, I suppose. Alright, so that unlocked the pact. And we can then turn in the quest as we have chosen a patron. Alright. Pretty cool. So our objective now is just to complete activities in and around Azj-Kahet. Alright, so with that done, let's go meet up with Voss and the Weaver's subordinate to scout out this area that has eluded their grasp. Alright. Here's a good vantage point by the looks of it. Lots of angry looking Nerubians around though. I think we need to go to the top of the building. And up here we've got all more angry looking Nerubians. Apparently I'm still not high enough. We need to go up even higher. Here? Ah, yes, right up on the very roof. Okay, this is where we place the scouting shadecaster.
Gathering supplies? Marching out? I've heard nothing of this. Make no mistake, this is preparation for war, and none thought to inform me. This bodes ill indeed.
Alright, guess we got our first view there. Next up, we need to scout the Umbral Bazaar. We're going up on the roof of this one again, too? I mean, I guess this is a good place to install spying equipment, where no one can see it.
Smuggling is common enough in the city, but from the maddening deep, unusual and concerning. I need to know where they're taking that bile, why, and for whom.
Don't love the word bile, but alright. One more spot. presumably on the rooftop of this building as well. Now, where do you want me to install it? Right over here.
Do you see that? Nothing. Decidedly odd for the City of Threats. The freshly ascended are usually flitting about the Umbral Bazaar. Where have they gone?
I don't know, but it all seems a little bit suspicious, doesn't it? Something's going on here. Alright, let's go rendezvous with our friends in the Transformatory.
They made it. Color me impressed.
You talking about me?
Don't get too comfortable. We've got a long mission ahead of us.
Hey guys.
My blade stays sharp.
I don't like the sound of those reports. Looks like whatever they're cooking is coming to a head, right in time for us to walk in. Don't worry, I'll let you know if we get in too deep.
There is much to be done.
I've identified 3 sites of interest to investigate. A stockpile on the east side of the complex, a warehouse in the center, and lastly, that big storehouse with Royal Saruki flags outside it. We'll rendezvous there. There's less chance of discovery if we move separately through the area. You may be hidden from most Nerubians, but the Ascended will sniff you out. Chuck some of those anger pheromones at them if you get heat. It'll distract them. Stay sharp, stay quiet.
Do not linger.
Don't panic, it's just me. We protect you.
As much as I adore skulking in the shadows, the juiciest intel is going to be inside the laboratory of the Grand Splicer. Of course, you'll need the proper pheromones once you're in, but we can take care of that with a little biological forgery. The Nerubian loyalists here are surely on the invite list. 6 of their secretions should be enough to disguise the 3 of us.
Kahet is Corval.
If those Ascended guards get close, hit them with one of these vials. It'll provide a distraction.
Fair enough.
They don't look tough. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thank you.
Enjoy slinking around. I'll be walking right in.
Yeah, you do whatever you need to do. I'll meet you at the end. I gotta be honest, I don't love the idea of collecting quote-unquote secretions from Nerubians, but guess we gotta do what we gotta do if we wanna make an impact here and figure out what the heck's going on. Now the issue is, there are indeed lots of creatures around, including these guys. I don't really care about the loyalists so much. It was that Ascended right there that I didn't want to tip off to our presence, and it doesn't look like we did, so we're actually okay. Now, what do we have here? Here's a canister of vile ooze. Let's investigate it.
Ugh. Black blood. Don't touch that stuff. I'm not surprised we found some here, but I don't like that they're moving it around.
Yeah, there's lots of guards here, but at the same time, there's actually not that many. I don't know, I just feel like you would expect to see more. But hey, I'll take it. It makes our maneuvering much easier, and here's some loyalists that we can take their secretions. Now, what do we have in here? Suspicious shipping container. Whoa!
It's in my blood!
What the heck?
Fresh from the Transformatory and still dripping with ichor. They're shipping these Ascended to the front before they've got their wits about them.
So the quote-unquote Ascended are just Nerubians that have been injected with the black blood? Interesting. That's all part of Xalatath's plan. And then, I gotta be honest, I don't quite understand what this black blood is. It has something to do with the old gods? The void? Maybe the void in physical form? Regardless, it's probably not something you want injected into you. Now, I'm killing loyalists, but I'm not getting any of their secretions, which normally I would be happy about. But in this particular instance, I would like some secretions, guys. Come on. Don't keep them all to yourselves now. There we go. Alright. Now, what is this up here? Whoa! The first ascended? Who are you?
Changes the situation. I don't like the look of that huge thing.
Me neither. That is scary.
A bit of intrigue, that's for sure. Who is keeping it bound, and why?
Great questions. Oh, he looks angry. I don't know what we do with that, guys.
What is it you ask?
We came down here to figure out what these Nerubians were up to. I don't think I like the answer.
Keep your guard up.
Me neither. Okay, we need to continue collecting the loyalist secretions before we can make any more moves. But yeah, clearly whatever they're doing to the Ascended is not good. I think becoming Ascended just means becoming under Xalatath and the Void's control. Which is not good for us, because the more crazed Nerubians there are, the less, nice, friendly Nerubians that we can ally ourselves with. Now, I accidentally peeved off one of the Ascended there. And I was trying to get out of it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen so much. On the bright side, we actually aren't that far from our bodies, so let's get back there, and I'll be a little bit more careful this time. Yeah, I see the Ascended right there. It's very helpful that the Ascended have very clear lines of vision, so you can see where they can and cannot see you.
I require a target.
The issue is when they start moving around like that, though. And then where you once were safe, you are not anymore. Alright. We got some secretions. Let's get away from those Ascended. Just need one more batch of secretions. You guys feeling generous today? You want to share some of that with me? Oh, thank you so much. So kind. Alright. We got our secretions. That should be able to provide the disguise that we need to investigate further. Hey guys, I'm back.
We meet again.
If you saw me, no you didn't. Finally, I was waiting for when we'd stumble upon the real intrigue. Alright, what's the plan, Lillian?
Life in the shadows.
We've got a new objective. Figure out what Ansaric's plans are for this thing. We'll find our answers inside the laboratory of the Grand Splicer. I'd bet my blades on it. I scouted a maintenance hatch on the roof that you can grapple up to. Yateki brewed up some weird concoction that they claim will get us the proper clearance once inside. Yuck. Meet you in there. Yuck is right, Lil, but I'm glad we're on the same page.
Question that you belong in the transformatory.
Okay, we've got our secretions on, so now let's go access this air duct. I appreciate that Lillian told us about the grappling point. Luckily, though, I do have wings, so grappling is not needed. And this is a big air duct. Wow. Alright, time to infiltrate into the transformatory.
Now let's get what we came for and get out before we're caught.
What did we come for? Figure out what the hell's going on?
Where's the fun in that?
I don't like the look of that art on the wall, that's for sure. Yeah, what have we here? Don't mind us, we're totally supposed to be here looking at these caustic alchemical supplies.
This is a dangerously unstable formulation. Intriguing.
Wonder if that's what they've been feeding the monstrosity outside.
Very well could be. Excuse us?
Our are not for overcrawler eyes.
But we're supposed to be here. Transformatory evolutionist acknowledges your pheromones with suspicion, but relents and backs away. Okay, bye. I'm just gonna take a look at the experiment notes now.
Our experiments are not for overcrawler eyes.
Yeah, you already said that.
This experiment dates back to Neferis's reign? Ansrek's been stewing on this a long time.
Never who?
Our dear departed queen. I wonder if the Weaver knew about this.
So it's not just the princess who's on the void side, it goes back further than that? What do we have here? Whoa.
Slender is the strand that guides our destiny, known only by true sacrifice. In our kingdom of Azj-Kahet, no one understood this sacrifice more than Queen Neferis, my mother. I saw this when the Black Empire came to conscript us for their last stand at Nylofa. My mother refused them.
For this treachery, your line will sever itself. This kingdom will wither with the waning of your worth.
Her strength defined us that day. And in that moment, we felt destined for greatness. But in the years that followed, our greatness was tarnished. Look at them out there. Wretched, starving.
I am not immune to our people's suffering. I believe better days will come.
Not if you keep failing to seize the moment. What was the point of you freeing our future, only to leave us buried in the past?
You comprehend so little. There is much for you to learn before you can be queen.
Mother! Mother!
Ansarek? Are you seeing this?
You have heard my voice in your dreams, Great Queen.
The Harbinger.
Yes, of the empire that was. But the old gods are dead. The empire lies in ashes, and a shadow has fallen on your kingdom. But the blood of the old gods can make your people powerful again. Your reign could last for eternity. All you have to do is take my hand.
Your words are tempting, but the cost is too great. I would never risk my kingdom for such power.
Mother, who are you talking to?
Ghosts, dearest. As always, they are my ready counsel.
I'm not sorry for what I said. I only want our people to be great once more.
Greatness is fleeting. What we must do now is endure. Your time will come, child, but only when you are ready. What have you done?
You're not the only one seeing ghosts, Mother.
How sad to have a queen so wise, and yet so ignorant to the call of destiny.
You
With this power, Ashkahet is unbound. We will rise. We will conquer. And together, we will finally claim our destiny.
Long live Queen Ansarak.
Wow. That was...
Nephros?
Yateki, we should assess our options.
We go to her now.
Okay. I've got lots to say here. First of all, that was such a cool cutscene. I just loved the art style of it. It literally looked like a painting. Second of all, so cool to see what's actually been happening behind the scenes. Third of all, wow, Ansarak sacrificed her own mother to make the first Ascended. So that giant thing that we saw tied up, that's the queen. Good to know Xal'atath's behind all of this. Nothing shocking there. Also, good to know my theory is confirmed that the Ascended are in fact just Nerubians injected with the blood of old gods. Third of all, this is something I actually only recently found out. We've got tens of hours in the War Within expansion so far, so I need to touch on this. You may have noticed that the Nerubians in my game look a little different than the Nerubians in your game, or the Nerubians in the cutscenes. I actually didn't realize it until very recently. So in one of the patches immediately prior to the War Within, the game added an option, and I don't know if I can find it right now to show it to you, but the option is essentially arachnophobia mode, okay? They added arachnophobia mode to the game. Yeah, right here, arachnophobia mode. So as soon as I heard that they announced this feature, turned it on. I'm personally a huge arachnophobe. I really do not like spiders, so immediately clicked that. What I didn't realize coming into this expansion is that most of the Nerubians are spiders. So the Nerubians you see that are more like lobsters than spiders, that's because of the arachnophobia mode. Which is super interesting, and I didn't realize that. So if anyone's been wondering, why do these creatures look different than the creatures in my game? That's why. It's arachnophobia mode. So I figured I would touch on that. Anywho, we've learned what we needed to. Let's use the escape line to get out of here with this valuable intel. And now, we're gonna head back to that chamber we were at earlier.
What is it you
That
ask?
wasn't what I expected to find out. Family drama aside, whatever the old queen used to be, she'll be a big problem for us when she inevitably shows up on the battlefield.
There's much to be done.
Ansarak, that worm, that witless, gutless little... Yateki growls under her breath, struggling to maintain their composure. If this is what's become of Nephros, we must free her. She's still our queen. My mistress will know what to do. When the Weaver discovers what they've all done, there will not be a crevice deep enough to escape her wrath.
What is going on?
We should be careful. We don't know what that thing can do.
That thing is my queen. I will not leave her chained.
I don't know how much I like this plan. Yateki's just going on ahead with it. I understand it's your queen, but does she still have her mind? What's gonna happen when we free her from her shackles?
I'll melt her chains myself if I have to.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if we can do anything to stop her, but I feel like maybe we should, like, talk about this a little bit, maybe? I don't know. Although I suppose... if they have her tied up, maybe that means she is resistant to whatever experiments they've put her through. Anywho, the game's not giving us a choice, so we are going to collect these caustic chemicals.
You're going to get us all killed.
I think I agree with Voss here.
Exactly what I'm doing.
I think I agree with Voss here.
Look what the
we've brought.
Usually I like surprises, but this is a bit much. Look, Yateki, this doesn't seem like a good idea. Okay.
Who's going to stop me? You? Ha!
Okay, apparently I'm not going to be stopping her. I mean, there's still lots of shackles to go. Maybe I've got time.
Don't panic.
Look, please, let's just think about this.
Not now.
Oh, God. Seriously, this is a bad idea.
We meet again.
I won't stand by while you let that thing loose.
May your threads hold strong.
Maybe I shouldn't have given her the chemicals to do just that, but you know.
Don't panic, it's just me. Stay back!
Oh, God. Only one more binding. I have a feeling we're not going to convince her now, but I'm going to try. Nope, not even going to try. I'm just going to watch. Oh, good. Look who's here.
Your ascension is complete.
Oh, God. Great. Our so-called ally has been controlled by Zaloteth.
Without even blinking.
Yeah, she made that look easy, which is scary.
If she can do that to one ascended.
This makes me think we probably can't trust the Ascended at all. Any Nerubian who has been injected with the blood, it looks like Zaloteth can seize control of them at any moment.
Good. This is far from over.
What's the plan now?
I live my life in the shadows.
Remember when I said I'd let you know when we're in over our heads? This is it.
Keep your guard.
We lost Yateki. We can worry about the how of it later. Right now, we need to worry about taking them down before they make things worse. I guess we came down here to find out what Zaloteth had up her sleeve. I wish we'd minded our own business. I don't know about that. I'm happy we came down here. We learned a lot. But yeah, we need to now turn our efforts to Yateki and try to subdue them.
Much to be done. Yateki is not themselves. We need to do something. You stop them. I've got your back.
Alright, let's do it. When words don't work, fists usually do.
I must get closer.
Late.
Great, now we've got to murder civilians too. Zaloteth just doesn't let up, does she? Okay, she's down.
Easy there, Agent. Let's get them away from prying eyes. Figure out our next move.
Right behind you, Voss.
My blade stays sharp.
We're out of the public eye for a moment. Getting Yateki back to the Weaver is my priority. Yours is dealing with the weapons.
All the excitement, I nearly forgot we had a weapons convoy to deal with.
Weapons convoy? I forgot about that too. Lillian says we need to think. This is bad, but not that bad, which means it could still get worse.
Linger.
So much for keeping this operation quiet. At least now that our cover's blown, we can really mess things up. They're hauling weapons across the South Bridge. If we turn those weapons against them, they'll have to resupply their whole army. That'll buy us time, at least. I've identified 6 weak spots across the convoy. Rig up bombs to all 6, then get out of there and watch the fireworks.
There's much to be done.
We don't have the firepower to dismantle their whole manufacturing operation, but what we do have is 2 leftover vials of anger pheromones. Let's make them count. There's a siege marshal and a quartermaster overseeing the preparations and giving everyone orders. Logistics types, but they still pack a punch. That's where those pheromones come in. Hit them with a vial and their own armies will turn against them. Take out both and we watch the operation crumble.
Do not linger. Those bombs should give me enough cover to drag Yateki out of here.
Alright, well, I'll see what I can
Meet me
do.
back at the Weaver's lair. We'll figure out what to do with them.
Sounds good. Maybe the Weaver will have some suggestions. For now, let's make some noise. Alright, so this is the Siege Marshal. If we throw a pheromone grenade, it makes him all confused, and he's being attacked by his own creatures. Alright, Siege Marshal is down, which should definitely sow some confusion. Now let's plant the bombs. One. Two. Didn't actually mean to attack this poor siege hauler. He's just a mount just sitting here not doing anything, but he got in the way. Sorry, buddy. At least now you don't have to participate in a life of evil. Alright, here's bomb number 3. Halfway there. Bomb number 4. Man, there's so many Nerubians hiding around every corner. Thought I was free to go there, but nuh-uh. He caught up to me quick. Alright. 2 more bombs, and there's the Royal Quartermaster. We can toss some of these pheromones at her.
I am out of range. I do not have...
Which takes them down real easy now. 2 more bombs. That should hopefully be enough of a distraction for Lillian to be able to get out of here. 1. And 2. Boom. Alright, now we just gotta light the fuse, watch it go up, and then boom, get out of here. Alright. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Boom! Oh yeah, that's just the distraction we need. Alright, we're gonna be scurrying. Trying to put out the fires, trying to assess the damage, try to figure out what happened. We'll use that chaos to get out of here. Hopefully Lillian has also used the chaos to get out of here. We'll return to the Weaver's lair, let the Weaver know what happened. And hopefully find a way to save our friend. Whew. Alright, we're back. Lillian's here too.
I live my life in the shadows.
She says, this place reminds me of home. That's not necessarily a good thing.
Keep your guard up.
Not only is the convoy in shambles, but we were able to slip away in the chaos. If there's one thing you're good at, it's making noise. Staying quiet? We can work on it.
There is much to be done.
It's only a delay, not a hard stop, but it's still a big one. It'll give the folks up top more time to prepare.
Do not linger.
I could hear the explosions from here. That'll buy us some time. Maybe I'd even be relieved if this had gone less poorly. Yateki is secured in the back, where they can't overhear anything. Whatever Xalatath did, it hasn't worn off yet. The Weaver has people looking into it, but the outlook is grim. Illyria is going to want a status report. Good luck.
I told her about Yateki and the convoy. You can tell her about everything we found inside the lab. Good luck.
Split up the bad news. I like it.
Step into my parlor.
Your spy master has such a sullen expression. Is her face always like that, or do you have more to report? Well, I should tell you about what we discovered in the transformatory.
May the Nephris? My queen lives? No. As you described it, she is but a shell of herself. It would have been better if they just killed her.
You're wrong.
Am I? One monster has sympathy for another.
True death is the end of the story. Anything before that is workable. Let's go, champion. We've got a report to give topside.
Alright. I'll meet you there. Now it says we can take the burrow to Dornagal. I don't know that I've even done that before. Ah, tunnel to Dornagal. Well, that'll make things simpler. Ah, perfect. All right. Now, let's go find Illyria and the rest of the crew. Should be over on the other side here. Hey guys, we've got a hell of a status report.
What's down there?
Black blood. They're hauling it up to Hallowfall. And you won't like this. Those ascended Nerubians. Zalatath can stick her fingers right into their minds. They put up a hell of a fight.
A tactic she uses all too often. We'll have to account for that when we face her again. Thank you, boss. There is much left to do.
At the end of the day, we delayed their advance and got some good, actionable intel that everyone up here can work towards. Was it worth it? Time will tell.
Find the path to victory.
High Speaker Brinth has sent an urgent missive for you, Tallara. She is eager to assist in the coming war effort and is investigating a mysterious signal in the Deep Forge Golem Works, a defunct golem manufacturing facility in the Ringing Deeps. Can you meet her there and provide your expertise?
May your aim war golems would help even the odds against the Nerubians. Help Brinth secure them, champion.
Sounds good. I love how this portion of the story is very much focused around us recruiting different allies. We've got the Storm Riders and trained a bunch of the other Earthen. Obviously, Alliance and Horde reinforcements have come. We're working with the Nerubians now. We're going to be working with the Machine Speakers. Before long, we should have an army assembled, although the more we learn about Zalatath and her army, the scarier things get. But hey, there's nothing teamwork can't achieve, right? I think so. Well, guys, we'll call it a day here. I hope you're enjoying this part of the War Within story so far. On our next episode, we'll head down to the Ringing Deeps and meet up with Brinth. Until then, take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you guys back here soon for more World of Warcraft.